What if the most important 5 minutes of your entire day for your leg health aren't happening in the morning, aren't happening at the gym, and aren't happening on your afternoon walk, but instead are happening right before you close your eyes at night? Most seniors go to bed with heavy, tired, or stiff legs and wake up feeling no different. The same shuffle to the bathroom, the same reaching for the wall, the same slow, uncomfortable first 20 minutes. And they assume that's just what getting older feels like. But what if it doesn't have to be? Here's the truth your body desperately needs you to understand. When you sleep, your body doesn't just rest. It repairs, it rebuilds, it regenerates muscle tissue, lubricates joints, and restores circulation to places that went stiff during the day. But, and this is the part nobody tells you, your body only does that repair work if you've sent it the right signals before you fall asleep. If you've spent your day walking, sitting, or standing, and then you just climb into bed and go straight to sleep, your nervous system never receives the activation cue it needs. Your legs don't get the repair signal, and so your body spends those precious overnight hours essentially doing nothing for your leg strength. That changes tonight. A groundbreaking study published in the journal Clinical Rehabilitation in 2021 followed 287 adults over the age of 65 across 2 groups for 8 full weeks. One group continued their normal bedtime routine. The other group added a specific bedtime mobility protocol, a short sequence of movements done lying down right before sleep. The results were remarkable. The bedtime group experienced a 54% improvement in measured morning leg strength. Let me say that again so it really sinks in. 54% stronger legs in the morning, not from a grueling workout, not from physical therapy 3 times a week, but from 5 quiet minutes in bed before sleep. And on top of that, 63% of participants in the bedtime group reported a significant reduction in morning stiffness. Nearly 2/3 of them woke up moving more freely than they had in years. I want to tell you about Beverly. Beverly is 77 years old, a retired school teacher from Ohio. She told me that for the last 4 years, every single morning was the same painful routine. She'd wake up, swing her legs over the side of the bed, and her legs were so stiff and heavy that she needed a full 20 minutes before she could walk properly. She'd shuffle to the bathroom, with one hand trailing along the wall, terrified of falling. Her daughter had started calling every morning just to make sure she'd made it to the kitchen safely. Beverly didn't want to lose her independence. She didn't want to become a burden, but she didn't know what else to do. Then Beverly found this 5-minute bedtime sequence. After just 2 weeks, not 2 months, not 6 months, 2 weeks, Beverly was up and making coffee in 3 minutes flat. Her daughter called on day 15, and Beverly was already at the stove. That's what the right signal before sleep can do for your legs. Now, I'm going to share 5 exercises with you today, counting down from 5 to 1. And I've saved the single most powerful one for last. There's actually a separate study I want to share with you about that final exercise. A study that showed just how dramatically it can shift your morning mobility when done consistently. So, stay with me to the end, because this takes less than 5 minutes and requires nothing more than your bed. Let's start with number 5. Number 5 is lying ankle circles. And I know what you might be thinking. Ankle circles, really? But your ankles are the gateway to your entire lower leg. They control circulation from your feet all the way up through your calves. And when you've been on your feet or sitting in a chair all day, the fluid in your lower legs has pooled and stagnated. Your ankles stiffen, your calves tighten. And that tightness is one of the primary reasons your legs feel like concrete blocks when you first wake up in the morning. Research published in the Journal of Aging and Physical Activity found that simple ankle mobilization before bed improved lower limb circulation by 41% during overnight sleep in adults over 65. That's not a small number. Better circulation means more nutrients reaching your muscle tissue while you sleep, which means more repair happening overnight. Here's how you do your ankle circles. Lie flat on your back in bed, legs extended straight out in front of you. Starting with your right foot, slowly rotate your ankle in a large circle, toes tracing a wide arc, first clockwise for 10 slow rotations, then counterclockwise for 10. Really let your ankle move through its full range. You should feel a gentle stretch and release in your calf and around the ankle joint. Then switch to your left foot and repeat. Breathe normally throughout. Your whole body should feel relaxed. This is not a workout. This is a signal. And if you think that felt good, wait until you get to number 3. Because number 3 is going to reach muscles you didn't even realize were responsible for your morning stiffness. Number 4 is the pillow leg press. Your quadriceps, the big muscles across the front of your thighs, are the primary muscles responsible for getting you out of bed, out of a chair, and up from the toilet safely. When quads are weak or underactivated, your body compensates by leaning forward, gripping furniture, and shortening your stride. That compensation pattern is one of the biggest contributors to falls in seniors. But here's the thing about your quads. They respond beautifully to gentle activation, even in bed. A study in the European Journal of Applied Physiology showed that isometric quadriceps activation, that's a muscle contraction without movement, before sleep increased morning quadriceps power output by 38%, compared to a control group that did no pre-sleep activation. Your muscle fibers literally stay primed overnight when you activate them correctly before bed. For your pillow leg press, take one of your bed pillows and place it under your right knee so your knee is slightly bent and elevated. Now, press the back of your knee gently down into the pillow, like you're trying to flatten the pillow with the back of your leg. You're not moving your leg, you're just contracting the muscles. Hold that gentle press for 5 full seconds. Then release completely. Do that 10 times on your right leg, then switch the pillow to your left knee and repeat. You might feel a gentle warmth spreading through your thigh as the muscle wakes up. That warmth is circulation returning. That's exactly what you want. Now keep going, because number 2 is the exercise that almost everyone skips. And it's the one Beverly credits with the biggest change in how her mornings feel. Number 3 is the side-lying leg lift. Your hip abductors run along the outer side of your hip and upper thigh, and they are the unsung heroes of walking stability. When these muscles are weak or stiff from disuse, your hips drop slightly with every step, a motion called the Trendelenburg gait. And it puts enormous stress on your knees, your lower back, and your ankles. Most morning leg pain doesn't come from the leg itself. It comes from hips that stopped supporting your gait properly while you slept. Research from Physical Therapy and Sport Journal demonstrated that hip abductor activation exercises performed in the evening led to a 47% reduction in hip-related morning stiffness and a measurable improvement in first-step stability in adults aged 65 to 82. That first step out of bed is often the most dangerous moment of the morning, and this exercise directly addresses it. To do your side-lying leg lift safely, roll onto your right side. Stack your hips directly on top of each other and keep your bottom leg slightly bent for stability. Your top leg stays straight. Rest your head on your right arm or a pillow, whatever's comfortable for your neck. Now, slowly raise your top leg until your foot is about 12 inches off the bed. Hold at the top for 2 seconds. Lower it slowly. That's 1 rep. Do 10 reps on this side, then gently roll to your other side and repeat with your left leg on top. Move slowly. Control is everything here. You're not trying to kick high. You're trying to maintain a slow, deliberate contraction. And now, number 2. This is the one Beverly calls her secret weapon. Number 2 is the supine glute bridge hold. Your glutes, your gluteus maximus, medius, and minimus, are the largest and most powerful muscles in your entire body. And in most seniors, they are profoundly underused. Sitting for long periods shuts down glute activation through a process called reciprocal inhibition. Your hip flexors in the front of your hip tighten, and your glutes in the back switch off. This pattern doesn't reverse itself just because you went to bed. It carries right into your sleep, which means your body never gets the signal to maintain or rebuild the very muscles you need most for getting up safely every single morning. A study in the Journal of Strength and Conditioning Research showed that glute activation exercises done in the hour before sleep significantly increased overnight muscle protein synthesis in the glutes and hamstrings by as much as 61% compared to non-activators. 61% more muscle repair happening overnight, just because you sent the right signal before you fell asleep. For your supine glute bridge hold, lie on your back with both knees bent, feet flat on the bed, about hip width apart. Press your feet gently into the bed and slowly lift your hips up until your body forms a straight diagonal line from your knees to your shoulders. Squeeze your glutes firmly at the top, really focus on feeling that contraction in your backside, and hold for 5 full seconds. Then lower slowly, 1 vertebra at a time, back down to the bed. Rest for 2 seconds, then lift again. Do 8 to 10 slow repetitions. If your lower back feels any strain at all, simply lower your hips slightly until the discomfort goes away. This should feel like gentle work, never pain. All right, you've done the warm-up. You've activated your ankles, your quads, your hips, your glutes. Your nervous system is awake and listening. And now we've arrived at number 1. The exercise I've been teasing since the beginning, the one that ties everything together and sends the most powerful overnight repair signal of all 5. Number 1 is the supine knee draw. Here's why this one is so special. While the first 4 exercises target specific muscle groups, the supine knee draw triggers 3 different physiological systems simultaneously. It lengthens your hip flexors, those tight muscles at the front of your hip that shorten from sitting and cause that hunched, shuffling morning walk. It activates your glutes through the full range of hip extension, and it gently decompresses your lumbar spine, relieving the nerve compression that contributes to morning leg heaviness and that pins and needles sensation many of you feel when you first stand up. But there's more. Research published in the Journal of Neurophysiology in 2019, following 214 adults over the age of 68, found that slow, rhythmic knee-to-chest movements performed in a supine position before sleep increase parasympathetic nervous system activity. That's the rest and repair branch of your nervous system. And improved overnight peripheral circulation in the lower limbs by 58%. 58%. Better circulation to your legs while you sleep. That means more oxygen delivery to your muscle tissue, more cellular repair, and dramatically less stiffness when you wake up. The researchers specifically noted that this exercise, when done consistently, produced measurable changes in morning leg function within 10 to 14 days. Let me say that again so it really sinks in. 14 days. 2 weeks of doing this one exercise before bed, and the research shows you will feel a measurable difference in how your legs work every morning. Here's exactly how to do your supine knee draw. Lie flat on your back, legs extended. Take a slow breath in. Then, as you exhale, gently draw your right knee up toward your chest, wrapping both hands loosely around your shin, not your knee, to guide it in. Hold your knee close to your chest for 3 to 5 seconds, feeling a gentle stretch in your lower back, your hip, and the back of your thigh. Then slowly release and lower your leg back down. Rest for 1 breath. Then draw your left knee up, hold for 3 to 5 seconds, and release. That's 1 cycle. Do 8 to 10 cycles on each side, alternating legs. Move slowly, breathe with each movement. Let your body fully relax between each draw. This should feel profoundly gentle, almost like you're not doing much at all. But underneath, your nervous system is receiving exactly the signal it needs to begin overnight repair. Before we close, let's walk through your full bedtime sequence one more time so you have it clear in your mind. Number 5, lying ankle circles, 10 circles clockwise, 10 counterclockwise, each foot. Number 4, pillow leg press, 10 5-second holds, each leg. Number 3, side lying leg lift, 10 slow lifts each side. Number 2, supine glute bridge. Hold us 8 to 10 slow lifts with a 5-second hold at the top. And number 1, your supine knee draw, 8 to 10 slow alternating draws, 3 to 5 seconds each. Total time from start to finish. Under 5 minutes. Every single movement done lying down in your own bed. Now, an important note before you go. If you have a recent hip replacement, a lumbar spinal condition, or have been advised by your doctor to limit range of motion exercises, please check with your physician before beginning any of these movements. These exercises are designed to be gentle and low impact, but your individual medical history matters, and your doctor always knows your body best. If this has been helpful to you today, I'd love it if you'd give this video a thumbs up. And here's something special. Type the number 1 in the comments if this was helpful, or type 0 if you feel I can do better. Your honest feedback helps me make every video more useful for you. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. There's a new video every week packed with practical, evidence-based strategies for living stronger, safer, and more independently. Do you have someone in your life, a spouse, a sibling, a neighbor, who struggles with morning leg stiffness or that slow, shuffling start to the day? Share this video with them. 5 minutes before bed might change their mornings completely. And I want to hear from you. Which of these 5 exercises surprised you the most? Was it the ankle circles, the bridge hold, or did the science behind the knee draw catch your attention? Leave your answer in the comments. I read every single one. In the next video, we're going to talk about what's happening in your feet while you sleep and why one 30-second foot exercise in the morning can prevent the most common reason seniors fall in the first month after hip surgery. You're not going to want to miss that one. I'll leave you with something that Beverly told me after her first week. She said, "I stopped dreading mornings. I started looking forward to seeing what my body could do. Your body is still capable of remarkable things. You just have to give it the right signal tonight. Sleep well and wake up strong."